It's day 6 of our holiday. I can't believe it. 6 days in. I am just so glad that we've booked 9 days. Um, I just can't believe how quickly it goes. You know, it's typical, isn't it? You wait all year for your holiday, or however long it is when you book it, and then it arrives, and then it just goes like that. As soon as you unpack and you settle in and you find your way around, it's nearly time to come back. Normally we do 7 nights, and that really ends up to be about 6 days, 5.5, 6. Um, so we thought we'd book the extra few days, and we're really pleased we've done that. But it's just, but my daughter-in-law, she's really ill. She's come down with all the sinuses and her ears. She thinks she's got an infection. She's really poorly. So yeah, she might go see the doctor tomorrow. But other than that, we're all well. My 4-year-old was poorly the other day after eating the salad, but yeah, he's much better now. So yeah, all sorts of things have been going on in this resort. I'll have to do another video and tell you about it. Honestly, all sorts of shenanigans are going down. Yeah, from fights and people threatening to throw themselves off the balcony, all sorts. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do another video at the end, just before we leave, because I'm sure loads are going to go down. So I'll tell you a bit more about that. But today I wanted to talk about body confidence, because when we're on the weight loss journey, it's a big issue. It's a big issue for a lot of us, men and women, and myself included. So, when we were young, a lot of people had that slim, svelte figure. We didn't have much loose skin or stretch marks and stuff like that. And as we get older, our body changes. But I mean, I'm 58 now, I'm 59 in a few weeks, and it's so easy to look back and think, God, I want that body when I was, 18 or 20. And the reality is, and I know it's never going to happen. It's never. I'm older, 40 years on. I've had a child as well, so, I've got a tummy, I've got stretch marks. As I've gotten older, my skin has changed. I've got a little bit of loose skin, and then with the weight loss journey as well, I'm seeing a little bit more loose skin. Now I am really blessed, because I've lost 12.5 stone, and I haven't got as much loose skin as you would expect. A lot of people who've lost a huge amount of weight do have a lot of loose skin, but I haven't, and I don't know why. I haven't been asked this before. It could just be down to genetics. It could be in my DNA. It could be my own healthcare and beauty routines and regimes. But I just don't have a lot. But I am noticing a little bit more. And that's why I wanted to talk about body confidence, because when you're on holiday and it's all out. It's all out, and I've been doing the little videos showing you in the swimsuits and the outfits and everything. It's just made me want to talk about it, because I am proud of my body, and I hope you are too. My body is, taken me through so much. My entire life, it's been with me, my body has become sick. I've not looked after it as well as I should. I've overeaten, made my body ill with stress and overeating, type 2 diabetes. I don't want to say lupus or arthritis, because that is genetic. That runs in my family. It's in our DNA, so it's genetic. But whilst type 2 diabetes is or can be, it's also down to a lot of how you eat and how you drink and how you move. So I know that that's not entirely genetic, that is about me not looking after my body as well. And also stress, you know, stress has also caused me to, you know, to suffer and become ill, and also gain weight. So I've not looked after my body as well as I should do. And as I said, some of that is through genetics and through not looking after myself, but a lot of it is down to lack of education and lack of knowledge. Because the diet industry tells us what to do to lose weight. There's not a lot of information out there to tell us how to prevent and how to live the best life. So, you know, it's a bit mixed. But on my journey to losing 12.5 stone, as I say, I've noticed a lot of changes in my body. And yesterday I was taking some photos, which I'm not going to share. Actually, I might post them. I might do a whole thing about body confidence and share some pictures. But I was doing the pose of like that, and when I looked at the photo, I've noticed like all here was, the skin was really crepey. Now I know that I've got bingo rings, yeah, and there's quite a lot of bingo rings on my arms, and that's from my weight loss. And when I put my arms like that, you don't see it. You don't see it at all. But if you saw me from the back, you would notice it. And also when I hold my arms up like that, you know, I'm like ready to take off. But you know what? I ain't ashamed of those arms. I ain't ashamed of them at all. I love these arms. I love my arms. And yeah, the crepey skin isn't the prettiest. The bingo rings isn't the prettiest. But I'm grateful for my arms. When my son was little, he used to love playing with me. I had a little bit of jiggle, or a little bit more, I should say. And he used to love playing with them. But my arms are what hugs my grandchildren. They hug my son. They hug my loved ones, my friends, my family. You know. So I love them. I don't. You know. Yes, they could have been nicer, but I've got them. Some people don't have arms, so I'm grateful for my arms and what I can do with them. And the other thing, when I fell over, if you recall, I fell over playing with my grandson and busted my knee, and I thought I'd broken my arm, and I ended up in hospital. And it's taken me weeks to get, you know, some flexibility back. And not having the full use of my arm, let me tell you, I really appreciated my arms and my elbows and my hands. Because when you don't have full use of it, it makes you realise how important they are. And so, I mean, there's things that I can do. I can have surgery if I really wanted to, you know, remove the visceral skin. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because these are like my trophies. Yeah, you know, the loose skin on my body is my trophy to say, yeah, you know, I didn't look after my body the best as I could when I was younger, and I was out of control. But now I'm back in control, and these bingo wings are a sign of it. Now, I've lost a lot of weight on my face, and my chins have gone. I used to have, goodness, loads of chins, but I've just got a little bit of jiggle under here. I ain't bothered about that. It doesn't bother me at all. It's only when I take photos and maybe I get the wrong angle or something that I even notice it. Ain't bothered. My boobs, I've always been a busty girl, and I love my boobs. I do. And now, you know, I can fit. My bras are I can fit into much smaller sizes. I can buy them off the shelf, you know. I don't have to scoot to the back of the shelf to find the largest size. I mean, like more of an average size. But they're busty, you know, I'm still busty, and I'm proud of them. And I'll never have a breast reduction. I do remember many years ago, maybe, gosh, about 25 years ago or so, if not longer, I actually got a consultation with consulting to the hospital for a breast reduction, and he agreed that, you know, he would do it because my breasts were very large, but he then said I had to lose the weight first. Well, as we know, that was a bit of a journey. But now that I have lost weight, I'm like, no, I don't want a breast reduction. I like my body, I like my breasts. These were the breasts that fed my son, you know, that comforted him. Even now, my grandchildren, I love them, you know, they like press into my chest, you know, it's that source of comfort. And also it's very womanly, you know, I feel really womanly and sexy, you know, with me, you know, my assets on display. So yeah, you know, I ain't ashamed of my large breast. Plus people put their lives in danger and pay thousands and thousands of pounds just to have breast enhancements, and I've got them for free. So, you know, now the one thing that I want to stand up and show you actually. So it's my tummy. My tummy. I do have, there you are. I do have a tummy. God, this looks so wrong, doesn't it? I do apologise. There you go, that's better. I'm in my swimsuit now. But I've got a tummy, and that tummy has always been with me. My tummy has always been with me. And let me just get myself organised. To apologise, stripping off on camera. God, what am I like? Yes, you have come to Time Out with Angela. Yes, this isn't some strip show. This is, you know, Time Out for stripping with Angela. No, yes, I do apologise. But yes, I've got my tummy, and that's the one area of my body that if there's anything I'm unhappy with, and it's that. Now, I'm not going to show you my thighs only because I'm going to have to move everything to show you, but if you see my shorts when I'm doing my swimwear, you'll see my legs. My legs are not bad, but the top of my legs, I have got a little bit of jiggle, but again, not a huge amount, just a little bit of jiggle. So I'm happy with my legs, happy with my arms, happy with my chin, happy with my boobs. It's just the belly. The belly just ain't shifting. It ain't going anywhere. It has come down a lot, but if there's one area of my body that I would really like to change, it's my tummy. I've always, ever since I was a child, I've always had a fat belly, that developed as a teenager. My belly was always prominent, and then of course I had a baby, and you know, belly extends. In fact, when I was carrying my son, most people didn't even know I was pregnant. Didn't even know. I just turned up with his baby the one day and were like, where's he come from? You know? But yeah, so, and then after that, with ill health and everything, I didn't work to reduce my stomach size because of other things going on. And then over the years, layers of fat has added onto it, the muscles become weak. I've had operations, I've had emergency surgeries, all of that going on. So it's the muscles in my stomach is a lot weaker, and then being type 2 diabetic, the composition of fat and visceral fat. So there's a lot of things going on around my middle, around my tummy. I will be honest with you, earlier this year, I have been thinking about having surgery on my stomach to remove the fat. They call it abdominoplasty, and I would come to Turkey. I love Turkey, I've never been in Turkey, you know, for it, but when I've researched it, it is one of the most invasive surgeries there is, and you can be laid up for a long time, yeah, and in a lot of pain because they literally just slice the fat off, essentially, and then stitch it back. So I'm like, mm, that's the only type of surgery that I think I would have to improve my body. Now I know that having oh, oh got my son and my grandson here. Yeah, yeah. No, don't come out, darling. Don't come out because I know your parents don't want you on camera. Okay, you can take the bag in. Okay. Yeah, all right then, sweetheart. Yeah, it's their parents. Careful, be careful. Oh God, my anxiety goes out to the out on another level when, especially the 4-year-old is on the balcony. Oh, and it's all glass. It's glass and it's safety glass, but I don't like it. My anxiety goes through the roof. It really does. So what was I saying? Yeah, I'm having a tummy tuck. A tummy tuck. It's gosh, I think I've searched around. They're about £10,000 to £15,000, but the surgery is very, very invasive and very painful and a long recovery. Because if you think about it, they're just literally cutting away all of this fat, and then you've got big stitches. And with my health, with my lupus, that can make me really bad. And with my diabetes as well, I think there's just a massive risk of complications. So yeah, so I'm learning to love me tummy, and yeah, I will do all the workouts, I will do the strength toning exercises, but it's a lot more than that. This is just visceral fat rather than loose muscle, as my grandson. But yeah, but it's just learning the same way that I've learned to live with my boobs. When I was really overweight and my boobs were like up there and I couldn't find the right to fit me, I learned to love my body and look at the positives, like it was comfort for my son and my grandchildren. That's him. So when he was a kid, let me just stress that, when he was a baby, the way that I love my arms, even though they're not perfect, and I see, I appreciate and value them. I value and appreciate the legs and everything. I now need to learn to love my body, my tummy. But in saying that, on this holiday, I'm just like flaunting it. I'm just out and about. Okay, got me throw on, got my swimsuit, and I'm just walking around and I'm just, enjoying it because I think nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. So yeah, it's just continually working on my body confidence, and it's a work in progress. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in exactly the same position. I mean, when I look around, I see other women, other men, whatever their body size, body shape, and they're just being themselves, being authentic. And I love that. I love that. So I'm embracing that more with my tummy. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So let me just tell you quickly, I've had 5 days worth of massages on my day. So one was my just relaxation vanity massage, and which was amazing, and then I've had 4 days of my therapy massage, and gosh, the difference it's making on my days. So after the first day, my back, it was painful for her to touch it. Now she can just touch it and do all those massages. I'm not feeling pain. It's still sore a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. I've just feel really looser and lighter in my back. I'm sleeping even better because when I lie on my back or turn over, it's not as bad. And also, when I go to get up after being sitting for a while, it's a challenge, but it's easier. It's easier. So yeah, so I've got one more tomorrow, and then I've booked 2 more sessions for the last 2 days. So by the time we're finished, I will have had a massage every single day, and I honestly feel amazing. feel really so much better than when I first arrived. So much better. And I'll tell you something else that I've got. Let me just quickly show you. I had it right here, my grandson moved it, but let me just show you. I want to show you this because, you know, I'm so used to just carrying my bags. Sorry, I'm just trying to get myself organised. I do apologise. Because this is a family show. I don't want extra on here. Excuse me 1 second. So here we go. So I bought this from, normally I have my bag, my beach bag, for going through the airport and back, and I have them over the shoulder, but they're very heavy and I really struggle with that. So last year I bought a rucksack and I put it on the back, but same problem, it's, you know, not great on the shoulders. So I saw this in Primark, and this is a rucksack, but it's on wheels. How good is that? Sorry, it's really dirty because it's been down the beach, but it's on wheels. So I literally put everything in there. I've got my beach towels, I have my water, I have all sorts of things, everything in my pillow, everything that I need for the beach. I put it in here, zip it all up, and I just wheel it around with me. And now it's on wheels. So it's brilliant. So now I'm not having to carry bags over my shoulder, aggravating the problem. I just drag it around the hotel, around the pool, down the beach. Brilliant, brilliant. So it saves me back. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish my cuppa. I'm going to go play with my grandson and then get dressed, and then we're going to go for dinner. So I will be back with you for day 7. And I just wanted to just drop it out there, guys. I'm loving doing these vlogs. And when I get back, I'm going to continue them. I'm going to do Vlogtober for October, but a vlog every day in October. And it's just going to be 10-15 minutes, no editing. So I'm just recording this and then I'll just upload it straight to YouTube, no editing. And I'm going to see how it does. And then I've been sat on the beach today thinking about my YouTube channel. And there's going to be some changes because I'm doing lots of things. So I'm going to start filtering things out, but keep you up to date. Anyway, guys, whatever you're doing, have a wonderful day and I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.